Hey everyone, welcome to Leafbox Marketing. My name is Tristan, and I'm just going to go over a few of the updates that Amazon has come out with as far as what's been happening with COVID-19 and the eligibility and category restrictions on what we can send to FBA. So let's go ahead and jump into it, and I'll show you kind of what I mean. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was the updates on the category eligibility. And so, for the last couple months, we've put up with the announcement from Amazon saying that they're restricting certain categories and limiting the amount of products that we can send in each category. A lot of you may not be experiencing this, but I know a lot of people are. And so they've recently come out, I think in the last week and a half to maybe just about 5 days ago, they opened up a lot of other categories on the .com platform and the UK platform, and it's all varying depending on which platform it is. I know Canada, FBA Canada opened their fulfillment centers for different categories just this weekend, and so there have been slow changes between each platform, but right now there's a lot of open categories, and a lot of companies are seeing that they can actually fulfill and ship products to Amazon's fulfillment centers now. But you can always check this, and I want to show you guys how. So if you go into inventory and manage inventory, you can always go to inventory dashboard here, and you can go to restock inventory. And Amazon will give you a breakdown here of what products in your inventory are eligible to send. And sometimes they'll even tell you the recommended quantities to send. There's still a limit on a lot of categories and a lot of products that can be sent to Amazon's fulfillment centers. So even though they open the category a lot of categories, you still may only be able to send 50 to 100 of those products. And it might be even less for different categories or different products. So they're limiting a lot of the amount that you can send, but for the most part, all products and most categories can be sent FBA now. You can always come back here to check and see which ones are available. And then you can do this too, where you can create a shipment manually. And you can test which or how much they'll let you send of each product. So if you hit send replenish inventory, yes, and continue. Continue and shipping plan. Sometimes they'll give you a recommended quantity. If you put in a quantity, any quantity at all, you can see that for this one, they're allowing us to send 50 units, but for this one they aren't. And so it really varies on the different products that may have sales history. So if a product sells really fast, you may be able to send more, but Amazon is restricting the experimental products that don't have sales history to a certain amount of to a limited amount of quantity you can send into Amazon's fulfillment center. So that's just a little rundown of what's been going on with Amazon. Another thing I wanted to mention was the advertising platforms have changed for some sellers. It may not be for all, but if you go to the advertising and then campaign manager, it actually takes you to a different merchant or advertising console, just like it says here. And this is really similar to the Vendor Central platform or the UI of Vendor Central. If you have any experience selling through Vendor Central, you'll be really familiar with the way that things are set up here. For the most part, it's pretty much the same. You can create a campaign just like you would. And to get back to the Amazon Seller Central homepage, you can just go to this sidebar here and then just click Seller Central. Okay, so there's a little bit of an update for the advertising. Other things you can always check and look to be updated on is they have a news, and they come out with a few updates and articles on changes within Amazon's system here on the left panel, or click read more on any of them, and get a full list of news within Amazon and what's becoming more relevant, and some of the upcoming changes that Amazon is going to implement. So always check that out when you have a few minutes. And then just a few other things that they've made changes with: the return window for customers. So they've elongated the return window. They've also waived all the fees for long-term storage fees until May 15th. And again, all this information is in this news panel here that you can look up and kind of read for yourself. Those are the updates I'd like to share with you guys today. If you guys have any questions or concerns within Amazon, or how to do anything in Amazon, please leave it in the comments, and I'll be sure to answer as quickly as possible. Thanks.